the government law, that is Act number 101 of February 2008 on issuance of public procurement code contain no provisions that provide for the protection of the workers' rights. In many instances, trade unions and workers' representatives are not sufficiently involved in the negotiation or monitoring of public contracts. And as a result, workers may not have a voice in the conditions under which they operate, and they also don't negotiate or have the for better terms and conditions of employment. Mr. Chair, I wish to bring to the attention of the government of Burundi some of the attributes that obtain from such circumstances. One is that the design of any government in procurement processes that may in one way or the other create employment but does not involve direct participation of the tripartite partners. First of all, it falls short of the requirement of the ILO standards, and also in particular the processes that stay blind about the provisions on protection of workers' rights are bound to have the following pitfalls. One of them is indecent jobs. With concern, we realize and note that government creates indecent and precarious jobs after using a lot of resources through the procedures that be, and this situation manifests through casualization of labor and deployment of labor brokers who then offer jobs that do not make possible for the said workers to even contribute to Social Security Fund, and also get salaries that do not qualify them to even earn a living wage or to even pay as you earn, which could be an additional income to the GDP of Burundi. Labor impact assessment. The government procurement contracts of such kind do not require or even provide for labor impact assessment, which largely attribute to the inaccurate labor market information, as the investors will convince government that, for example, we are going to have a project that will employ 500 workers, but without specifying and or verifying the types of and lengths of employment, the type of employment these people are going to create, and how long the employment shall take. In some cases, you find that this employer is employing one person for 3 months as a casual, and after 3 months, that job is done. They look for another person. Then you also find that these people don't qualify to pay as you earn in their employment. Under circumstances, it is important that such things should be regulated at the point of contracting. Then we also have inadequate labor inspection. It is also apparent that there is inadequate labor inspection in Burundi, and therefore making it even more difficult for labor inspectors and the workers' organizations to monitor the working conditions in such projects in which governments allocate resources for the benefit of the citizens, but in the real sense, they only survive and grow in age, but do not economically benefit as envisaged in the projects at the initial stage. Our observation, Mr. Chair, is that public contracts in the real sense benefit more of the investors and all contractors and the individuals that are involved in the process of procurement than the government and the workers that there be. So, Mr. Chair, in conclusion, I will urge the government of Burundi to take action and also act on the guidance and the recommendations of the Committee of Experts in this matter of importance, thereby reviewing the relevant law that involves the participation of the tripartite partners, and indeed provide for employment contracts and other provisions on protection of workers' rights in the procurement process of public contracts. I thank you and submit, Mr. Chair.